This motherfucker hard, KJ.
What's up, sis? What's up, sis? Welcome to Connection 8. Oh my goodness, y'all. We are so glad to have y'all here. Thank y'all for rocking with us.
Thank
It's
you.
your girl Riri, Shardy, little, Bia Thrones.
And it's your OG big sis, Letitia, divine daughter.
With no drama.
No drama
No
ever.
drama.
And it's your sis, babe, your country sis, Daisha. I'm here, baby.
Yes. All right, y'all. Today we are talking about second chances. Ooh, this is a good one.
Oh, you know what? Some people want them, some people need them, some people deserve them, and some people don't.
Girl, is that the connection? Cause that's it.
Heavy on the don't.
Hey, that's it. Bye.
Heavy on the don't.
Yeah, very heavy on the
Work with your sis.
I'm working.
All right, so I got an icebreaker. Y'all know I like to start off with a good little icebreaker. All right, so when did you guys give yourself a second chance?
It's recent for me. I gave myself a second chance when I started putting me first.
Oh,
Awesome.
When I started
Self-love.
doing things for me, so
it's definitely giving self-love.
I gave myself a second chance with education.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Florida A&M University.
Ooh, okay, come on,
FAMU, we striking and we striking again.
Yeah.
But sis didn't finish. She only had a year to go, so I chose to go back to school to be a dental assistant. So I really gave myself a second chance with education.
I love it. Sis. I gave myself a second chance also recently when I decided to leave. Y'all know I operate in leaving. When I started to leave certain circumstances, situations, jobs that no longer suited me, and I gave myself a second opportunity.
Period.
So yeah, y'all, let's get into it.
Where are we going with this?
Yeah, cause y'all, I'm not even gonna lie. Second chances, I'm like, ugh.
It makes me cringe.
We're gonna do two sides of
Okay,
second chance.
okay.
I'm good with two sides.
All right.
What
So,
side? What's the two sides? Cause I don't know what side.
For me, I just thank God for second chances over the course of my life. They've just really been my saving grace.
Mm-hmm.
When I was in my early 20s, y'all know I love a good story.
Well, come on, give us a story.
When I was in my early 20s, I was just going through some things. Life was throwing hands on your girl. Like, I was a single mother.
Yes.
My relationship situation wasn't going right, and I just started to live outwardly. I was like a little manager on my little job, but I was showing up late. Like, I just wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't performing like I needed to perform, and I was off. And my manager at the time, like, he could have just fired me. Because sis was tripping. Sis was tripping. And he didn't fire me. He, you know what I'm saying? I did get a little demotion or whatever, but that was enough to shake me up and make me get myself together. So I'm just thankful in that regards that for me, sometimes a second chance has been a saving grace in my life. So, but God. This was tripping, but God.
Let me tell you who's gonna give me a second chance. God.
That's it.
Every time.
And he gonna spin the block
Every time.
every time.
Because I've also gave second and third and fourth, fifth chances, but I just don't want to sound bitter at this point, but the bitter side of me is like, I'm not in the realm of giving second chances right now. And I know that's not right, and I know that you should want to give people second chances, but I think the fact that I wasn't giving chances with flesh, with people, that I felt like, I gave people chances when they didn't even know I was giving them chances. I gave people chances with anything they had going on. I gave them chances and I forgave them, but the fact that I wasn't forgiving, or the fact that I wasn't given a second chance, kind of made me a little bit harsh and a little bit bitter. So I'm still working on second chances.
Go ahead.
Okay. So for me, for second chances, it is a rough topic right now for me because of the transition that I'm at in my life. I have given people endless chances, countless chances, only because it's almost like I'm trying to get them grace.
Yeah.
When I let somebody do stuff to me over and over and over again, it's like I keep giving them chances. I'm like, all right now.
Because when the chances are out.
Because when sis run out, you dead to me.
But you know what? I don't want us to feel like we got to be fully depleted in order to.
But that's what I was doing to myself. I was definitely depleting myself because I'm like, do y'all know who I am? Y'all need to be cool with me. Not even on no gloat type of stuff. But I know that I'm a good person. So when people would do things to me and have, all these, I'm tally marking them. And it's like, listen, I give chances over and over and over and over and over again because I know when I'm done, I'm done. I will never talk to you again.
Right.
I will never, if I see you on the street, I will never speak to you. My grandma probably gonna be upset, but I got cousins right now to this day that I don't talk to, and it don't bother me at all. I ain't lost no sleep because I gave them chances, and they messed up. Y'all messed up. But what I'm saying is, I have a lot of value within myself to where, like, I have to evaluate people now. Right. Now, if you keep slighting me, like, why are you slighting me? Like, am I too nice? Like, what am I doing that you just constantly keep slighting me? And I keep giving you all these chances, and I feel like with second chances, for me, sometimes I feel like people are running over me and just using me because they know that, it's B, I can just apologize and it's good. I can send her this long text. Well, first of all, I'm not gonna read it.
Right, I'm not gonna read it.
I'm in the middle. I'm battling.
I think that's the beauty of this. I think that's the beauty of this. There is a time and a space when you are able to give second chances, and then there's a time and space when the chances have run out. As a person of faith, I operate in forgiveness, but my level is not like God's level.
It's not.
The thing about it is, it's not like God's level, and I don't want people to think that second chances are a license to misuse people because that ain't it.
Come on, sis.
Baby, the artist Toby said, don't try me, try Jesus.
Please try him.
Because I throw hands.
No, if we try.
And then, like, I will say this, and I love that this is a two-sided conversation.
Yes,
like,
me too.
I've had fallouts with family. I've had situations that have, people get offended. I have, you know what I'm saying, when you want to argue and you want to be right, there are different situations. And then there are times when those situations have come full circle because we have learned how to communicate better.
Right.
The people did change the behavior. You know what I'm saying? We value the relationship. There are terms to this. Like, second chances ain't just being given out like, you know what I'm saying?
Like Uno cards.
You understand what I'm saying? It's what are we doing in order to deserve a second chance?
Right.
I feel like actions deserve a second chance.
Change.
And I'm big on giving a second chance based upon a corrected action. Now,
honesty.
Yeah, if honesty is present, especially, and then like you said, after the infraction, you start to move a little bit differently with me towards a positive aspect. Then I'm gonna give you a second chance. Like, why not? Like, this person is changing because someone right now to this day has given me a second chance when I slighted them in the worst way ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I will, distribute a little grace with second chances because a little grace was distributed to me.
Right.
See, that's where I'm bitter at because I don't feel like I was distributed a second chance with friendships. I felt like, I know this sounds corny, y'all. With my husband, I'm just now finding that he is my best friend because he's seen me through my bad. I'm talking about like cussing his ass out, throwing shit, all kind. He done seen my bad. He done seen me real sick. He done seen me on my game. He done seen me finish school, have kids, all that kind of stuff like that. I have not achieved that type of relationship with female relationships where they accept me in all my glory or distress or whatever. I feel like they only accepted me when it was day party time. That's the only time I was acceptable. One day she was mad. She wasn't given a second chance because she was out of order or she acted different from what she normally acted.
But it sounds like you was in a shift in your life, and sometimes when you get in that shift in your life, your friends have to shift. And I said that on the last connection. What my mom was telling me, she was like, sometimes when you elevate, you got to elevate with different friends,
right?
And I think that at the time when we were giving out these second chances, we were young and immature and couldn't decipher between what was real and what was not.
Right.
Does that make sense?
And it does. And I feel like it's almost like you said, a shift, a taste change. People become better.
Your preference.
People become better communicators. People become more mature. The thing about it is, that's why to me, I feel like in this stage in your life, you can absolutely have that with the right people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And those are people that have to say, after a fallout with my friend, I value the relationship enough
and I'm not talking about the small fallouts. I'm talking about the big fallouts. I'm talking about when you feel ultimately disrespected. As I told y'all in previous connections where I put tally marks in my head on how somebody slighted me, and then after I'm bored over, I show a different side of me that nobody has ever seen, and I don't like to show that side. No one does.
Right.
It's imperfection.
Right.
And I just don't feel like sis was given a second chance. Even after I've apologized, even when I wasn't wrong.
Yeah.
I've apologized for my actions. And let me tell you what they did to my apology. They had twisted it. They lied on me. They assassinated my character. And with that apology, it made me like, I don't want to apologize for it. I'm unapologetic, as we have discussed.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm apologizing for my actions, but I'm not apologizing for what I said. But although I apologize, they use it as a weapon against me.
But see, to me, those are very, 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 very broken people.
Yeah.
Like,
very,
very broken. Because it speaks to your character. If you apologize for something and you know that person really didn't deserve it or were in the wrong or whatever, it speaks to who you are. You value relationships. You value communication. And people who can't appreciate a sincere apology, that's
but you saying it sounds so easy when you say it. But when I was apologizing and they used it as a weapon, it was
that's hurtful.
Sis is bitter. Sis is taking back her apology. I don't apologize. I don't want to. I thought I was going to make it better by apologizing. And even if I was right in a situation, I felt like an apology was due because I was out of character. Although people like, you get out of character sometimes. That was your character then. And I was disrespected, but people don't know the trauma behind certain disrespect.
And sis, I have to do nothing but respect that.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, for me, my most powerful weapon is my love. My most powerful weapon is my forgiveness. But let's be clear, there are some times when I don't feel that way. There are some times when it doesn't come easy. There are some times when there may not be your go-to. I have had to grow since I'm a good bit older than you. You know what I'm saying? And I've been through a lot of situations. This is completely, absolutely a choice, no matter what. And guess what? Those people who put me in a position where I feel like I don't want to give you a second chance, they can't have access to me.
No access.
Cannot.
Access is denied.
Yeah, the same, because I spoke on a live about severing ties with a friendship because I felt like it wasn't
genuine. Or?
Not that it wasn't genuine. I felt like it was becoming one-sided. The communication was lacking off, and I had already given this person several chances over years, and I don't have no more chances to give, but y'all, I did want to switch gears right quick.
Yeah, switch on.
And I had wanted to talk about when I spoke about my second chance, when I started, letting go of dead weight. It allowed myself a second chance. I actually got comfortable with quitting. Quitting, leaving something, it was comforting it because I was like, I don't have to do that anymore. So whatever. I got comfortable in just wallowing in my self-pity, in my misery, in my discomfort. I had a woe is me party. I was miserable. I wanted company in it. And, misery loves company, but no one wanted to sit with me. But
it's okay. Girl, nobody want to sit on business.
Why y'all didn't want to feel me when I was going through stuff? Don't worry about it. I'm good now.
Yeah.
But, it took me back to me being in the military. And I had to remember, remember who the fuck you is, sis?
Right.
Like, remember, just remember you. And I had to remember my drive. I had to remember my ambition. I had to remember my determination. I had to remember, honestly, I had to remember that I went I went overseas. It was boots on ground for me. And I had to remember like the pressure that was on me, you know, to be over there, you know, and when I say over there, I'm talking about in Kuwait, I'm talking about in Iraq, and I remember how I had to press out there, and I remember coming back alive. I knew God had given me another chance. So, you know, in that, it's just like, man, you know, I want more for myself. So, okay, if this is my second chance, then let me handle it accordingly. So, my second chance is more so, like you said, with education, also with career, things
I'm
like
giving
that.
second chances in friendships. To be honest with you.
Huge.
Although I say that I'm bitter towards female friends, I'm not bitter towards making new friends.
The beauty is, you know, I don't even think it's bitter, sis. Life and situations can make you bitter. We're not going to play like they can't.
They do.
But it also made you better.
And better.
Come on. It made you better because now I can never say and use that word loosely, friend, for somebody that can't be careful. Your feelings are valid. My feelings are valid. My experience is valid. And you have to kind of validate me sometimes as a friend.
Yeah, I'm giving myself second chances in friendships to be able to decipher who's for me and who's
not. Right.
That's why I am with second chances with friends.
Yeah, I think life. What I love is life. I can go on and on and on about second chances in life. I had a second chance in education. Baby, I came to Atlanta when I was 17 years old from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I went from a city this big to metropolis. And I mean, I was working full time. I'm in college full time. I'm partying full time like a whole rock star.
Yes, baby. It was rock star life.
Listen, girl. But I mean, what I say in that, I got on academic suspension. Like what I came here for, and then I just didn't go back. It wasn't until my 30s that I was able to go back to school full time, married, and you know what I'm saying, taking advantage of my education. So I definitely got a second chance.
Well, let's say this then. I gave love a second chance.
Come on,
because I was broken from my previous relationship. I was with this man for like 4 or 5 years, and he broke me down.
Baby, I've been
talking about not eating, losing weight, can't go to work. I was a single parent. I was stressed out. And when I moved up here to Atlanta 13 years ago, I just decided to work on myself. And whoever saw me, and whoever didn't. And I didn't care. At that time, I just didn't care about the opposite sex. I cared about my son. I cared about myself and where I wanted to be. I didn't want to stay with my mom on that air mattress in that one bedroom. I thank God for her that she was in Atlanta at that time and not my hometown. But the fact that she was here and I was able to grow roots here, I just remember me praying to the Lord, like, if I can just buy my first piece of furniture here, that I'll sit still. Because you know how many times I done bought a U-Haul to go back down there to Tallahassee to that man, and thinking that I was going to have this Brangelina, Jolie, Brad Pitt relationship, and it just didn't fit for me. And I gave love a second chance because I allowed a man to really enter into my life that gave me something different. Although he was different, something that I normally wouldn't date because he was in the streets. And because I did the football player, I did the one who just worked and went to school. But when I did the streets, he showed me a different realm of who he is. Not saying that you need to date that type of man. It's just the fact that what he said is what he showed.
Yeah.
And
that's important.
Right. And what he showed was something that I followed.
Yeah.
And when he led, I followed. And I never followed a man before like that.
But he saw you.
And he saw who you were,
And he treated you like the queen that you are. And that resonated to you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And look at the person who both of you are now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I would never think that we would be where we are now as I am as a woman.
Yeah.
And as I am in my marriage. I would never think that I would soar to these levels in my life because of my patience.
Yeah.
Because of my stillness. Because of my faith. That I knew that I overcome that. The only thing that I've struggled with right now in 36 of age is the friendships with females. But as far as a man, honey, I have conquered.
Yeah.
I know for me, I am going to give love a second chance. I do believe in it. I think love is so beautiful to me. I've been, like I said before, I've been in a beautiful relationship where love was present, love was the forefront. I always get emotional talking about this.
Can I say this? What played into the demise?
Immaturity.
That's all I wanted you to say. It's okay. You were young.
Immaturity, but that person, I will say this, I don't care who hears it, that was the love of my life.
Yeah.
We both were each other's love of each other's lives.
And you both were immature.
And we were both immature.
Right.
And I believe in second chances. But as far as, like I said, love goes, like Daisha said, when we spoke about in the connection of healing, I have learned to sit still. And like I said,
it's not fun.
Sitting still don't feel good. I say this in another connection. Sometimes there is healing in loneliness, and there's growth in loneliness. Now I ain't lonely like, whoa, it's me lonely.
Not
you
at
know
all.
what I'm saying? Yeah, let's get crystal.
Let's get into it.
Let's be real clear. Sis ain't lonely for real. I'm just saying it's best to just sit still while you're in your healing process, because the right thing, the right person, the right opportunity will come along. Just don't go out there, looking for the second chance. Let the second chance come your way, because even with this new career venture that I'm on, like, it was definitely placed into my lap, and I'm very much so thankful for God's second chance. So yeah,
that's where I look at my second chances from.
There are so many
I really
ways
do.
that second chances, and we talk about it. We are so open here. I've had a second chance at motherhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, talk about that.
And the reason I say I had a second chance at motherhood, I learned.
Let me turn around.
I learned from a young age the difference. You know what I'm saying? I was a mother because I had given birth, but I'm now a mother, a nurturer, a mother that is, you know what I'm saying, present, a mother that, has a different temperament. You know what I'm saying? Younger me was blah, 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 blah. And the older me, I want to grow good people that know how to love, that know how to communicate,
empathy,
that believe in positive communication and relationships. I want my kids to have a voice, you know what I'm saying? But I want them to know how and when to use it. I've had a second chance at friendships. I've had friendships that I've fallen out with, and
same.
It took a minute. I ain't talking about, it's been a month. I'm talking about there were some years. Like years in between. And at adults, we could come back and revisit that friendship.
Well, I'm not there yet, sis.
There's a friendship that I have that I spoke about in the connection when we talked about outgrowing the ships. There's a friendship that I really would like to rekindle. I really hope that I'm able to get a second chance at that, because they were really good people to me and to my children. And, I'm just, however, it may go, whatever, God decides to do with that, then that's just what he does. But that's probably the only second chance.
A funny way of bringing
your
trauma back into your face for you to pass that test.
Now he does, but that wasn't a traumatic experience for me with them. They were really, really good people to me. Immature. Yeah. I just wasn't wholeheartedly receptive to who they were. I was like a take person, and that wasn't fair to them.
And see, we discussed behind the scenes of who that person was to you, and I was that person for somebody else. Yeah. And they took that when I set a boundary, right, and I protected my energy, they was trying to have my head on a goddamn silver platter, honey.
And then I think too, we gotta stop putting. All tests ain't from God. The enemy tests us too, and his tests are sent to destroy us. Yeah, like take us out. So
it almost took me, girl.
I'm sure.
In the rapture.
I'm sure.
Because everything hit at one time. Postpartum, friend issues, and COVID. Everything hit at one time. And I was just like, well, damn. Am I the drama?
And guess what? If we are the drama, if we are the person in the wrong, if we are whatever. I feel like you get at least 1 second chance for everything in your life. Love, career, friendships, whatever it is. And it's what are you going to do with that opportunity?
I know, like, I have a friend well, I don't want to call that person my friend, but if this person was to come back around, I definitely could not warrant a second chance. Only because
it is what
I'm
it is.
just being honest, because when I pour into somebody, I'm pouring. Like, I'm literally pouring from my cup. So that means when I'm pouring from my cup into your cup, I am depleting myself by giving you everything, and then you decide that you want to slight me.
Right.
I don't have no second
Especially
chance.
if I'm coming from a loving place. I know sometimes I can be aggressive, but I'll be coming from such a loving place. I want you to heal. I want you to be happy. I want you to feel love. And then when you slight me and when you hurt me, I'm the worst person to hurt. I'm the worst person to talk down to, because fear makes me better. Fear makes me, or whenever somebody talks down to me or somebody says something that they think is cute or think they're going to get aroused out of somebody, that makes me very determined to prove you wrong.
See, sis, that's good. For me, fear operates different in me. Fear makes me procrastinate. Yeah. Fear makes me hold out. Humility.
And it's a lot of sis like that.
Humility drives me, you know what I'm saying? Or just the desire to conquer that fear. So I see what you're saying in that regards. You know,
I'm just the wrong person to slight.
Right.
I'm the wrong person to talk down to. Because I'm not saying I'm trying to prove you wrong, but you just don't know who I am yet. You don't know who I'm going to be. You don't know what vessel I am of the Lord. So it's kind of crazy for you to even slight me. Because I be like, why you slighting me? Because I come out of love, baby. No matter how I come across, it's really out of love. That's why I don't feel although it was painful, it really was. But I don't feel painful because anything that I've said, I've done, it was out of hurt and it was out of pain and it was out of love. Nothing out of malice.
Then
we don't operate in malice.
I don't operate like that.
That's
to me,
trashy.
if your intentions are well and your intentions are pure,
I can't do nothing.
That's it. That's their loss. That's their misfortune.
Yeah.
That's their missed opportunity. I know I keep really, really, really saying that word. Second chances are nothing but an opportunity, and it's up to the person to decide what they're going to do with it.
Yeah.
And if I've given you a chance and you don't get a second chance, it's because how you handled me.
You mishandled me because I know that I was of value and I was an asset in your life, and you carried me like I wasn't. Don't treat me like I'm small and I'm really riding for you and you just cut me off because now it's one thing to be going through your healing phase and you need a minute. I get it because I need a minute type of person, but I communicate with you in that minute. I'm like, hey sis, listen, I need a minute. Sis is off. You know, my rockers is off. You know what I'm saying? Can we talk tomorrow? And if it's not tomorrow, then it's, hey sis, look, I'm sorry. Let me get back to you later on this week. Communication. But I'm communicating with you. Boom. But I understand that if someone is going through a healing phase, they need a minute. I get it. I respect it. But in your healing phase, you communication. That's all I'm saying.
You get to need a minute from their minute. Because if they need a minute and they're not communicating that to you, I'm not going to take your second-hand treatment.
At all. Don't carry me that way, especially when I'm, hey, how are you? You know, how is this? How is that? How you feeling? And
advice.
And you one-lining me like,
okay,
I'm good. Yeah, and I'm like, I encourage the healing, process, and I don't want to be a part of anybody's healing process. Like, I don't want to be in it. Does it make sense?
Yeah,
I don't want to be in it with you, but what I want to do, because I know what it'll do to me.
You want to tribute to
but I want to, I want to contribute encouragement. I want to contribute, positivity. I want to contribute love to you. I want to encourage you and let you know, like, hey sis, you can do this. You can get through this. You can and you will. But allow me to do that instead of cutting me off. Because when you cut me off, it leaves my mind to wonder. And it's like, yes, this is done. So, yeah, no more chances. It's giving done. It's giving leave.
It's giving. I'm going to let you have that for that moment. So just like you
and forever.
Just like you needed a minute, I'm gonna need a minute.
I'ma
It's
need
hard
two.
for me. It's hard for me because the times that I did need a minute, I still gave myself.
And I think that.
Oh wow, that's
again,
deep.
Yeah,
That's a
the
lot.
time that I really did need a minute, I put my selfishness aside to give advice, to give a hug, to give confidence, to give light to people, and I was not exhausted the same that I gave.
Can I read something for us? And
read it.
This one is from the heart. For me, second chances are the highest form of grace. They can be earned or not, and they aren't always deserved. If given a second chance, take full advantage of the opportunity. To me, that's what's up.
No,
That
I
is
like
what's
that.
up.
I like that. So, if we could leave our viewers with anything, as far as operating in
Second chances,
whether it be self-love, inspiration.
Second chances can mean self-preservation.
Yeah.
It can mean I'm preserving myself, and that's a second chance.
I mean, second chance to me is maybe not right now, especially where I am right now, but second chances can be maybe for you. Second chances can be for later on down the road. Because this world is very small. You never know if y'all ever bump into each other again. I feel like the Lord gives us tests and quizzes and pop-up quizzes and essays that we must study for. As many a times that I didn't study and I failed. But I feel like second chances is for the eye of the beholder, which is yourself.
I like it.
I'm gonna go in a different direction.
Go get it.
If you don't want to give somebody a second chance, you don't have to. Yeah. You don't have, yeah, you don't have to give them a second chance. If you don't, it's okay. You don't, and then even when you don't give someone a second chance, it's not you being bitter. It is self-preservation. At the same time, I'm not saying don't give anybody a second chance because you're mean, you're evil, you're bitter, none of that stuff.
Not at all.
But to preserve yourself, you don't have to give a second chance. Like, okay, it was what it was, sis, bruh, whatever.
Right.
Bruh,
Bae, what's up?
bae, whoever.
Right.
You, but
right.
you don't have to, and it's okay to move in that. Like, one thing about me, I take ownership, and I take ownership in not giving second chances because I've given too many.
Right.
But I do operate in love. Now, one thing I do, I'm gonna operate in love.
I think that's what hurts the most when you operate in love.
It does hurt the most.
It comes,
Yes, but I'm at a point, at a space in my life, when I am slighted, I know I've used this word several times. When I'm slighted, I don't have any more second chances to give. And sis, bro, whoever is watching, if you've given out so many chances and you feel like you're being used, then it's time to go ahead and sever ties and preserve yourself.
And I think that I just have to sum it up.
Yeah.
Forgiveness and any type of second chance is in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
We don't have to do it like God does.
Right.
But for me, my gauge is I try to operate in forgiveness because I don't even deserve the forgiveness that I get, but there's always a point.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's to a point.
Yeah.
But you know what, sis? I can love them from a distance and I can pray with them from a distance. I don't want to sit here and say...
I don't want to cut you off on that, sis, because I know a lot of people say that. Because I've had somebody say that to me. I'm just going to love you from a distance. Ain't no love lost. Because if you treat me different than what you used to treat me, there is love lost. There is the whole loving me.
I don't look at it that way.
I do though, because you're talking about you loving me from a distance. I'm trying to figure out. But is your love gonna reach me?
But I have people I love from a distance. I'm sorry, sis.
But that distance means we're not in a space where we can come together and communicate in a healthy manner.
At this time.
And they may still in their heart have love for you. It may not feel like the love that you need to sustain a relationship.
Maybe what I felt was, okay, can I be honest with y'all?
You get to be honest.
So if you get slighted by someone, or you get, not even slighted, say someone has made you upset, whether it was right, wrong, or indifferent. To me, it's what the action becomes after that makes me feel like to give you a second chance.
1,000%.
Yes.
Because I had people that say, I'm going to love you from a distance, but you lied on me.
But
so
you don't give them a second chance. Yeah, no, sis, you write them off. Like, what are we even talking about?
Yeah, what we talking about?
Yeah,
then I'm trying to, like, you want to love me from a distance, but I don't want you to love me at all. To be honest with you, and it sounds, I know we don't want to say bitter, but I am. Be honest.
To me, love is changed behavior. Sis,
Yeah,
I don't want you to think that you have to accept less than what the standard is. Love from a distance is just that, like you said, they can keep their love or not. The only person that deserves to reoccupy your space or reconnect, I can forgive somebody, and that don't mean I'm hanging out with them. That don't mean we on good terms. That means I'm just taking the time in my heart.
I personally, right now, and I'm gonna be honest with the audience. I'm gonna be honest with y'all.
Yeah.
I don't forgive.
I do,
and
that's who I am.
I love to forgive people, and I have gave chances, and I have where I am in my life with certain people. Very clear on that. Not with all people. Because if I gave you my forgiveness, you know it.
Right.
With certain people, I would never forgive you for lying on me. I would never forgive you for that. I'm gonna have to say this, and I would be remiss. I don't forgive this for you.
No. It's a requirement by God.
Yeah.
And this is my faith speaking, and it may not be yours, because the thing about it is, if we want God to forgive us, we have to forgive.
Yeah, and
is it a different forgive though?
Well, here's
forgive is I'm releasing this situation from my heart. Forgiveness doesn't look like I love you, we can hang out, we are besties. It's simply to forgive. I didn't say forget. I didn't say
that's what it is.
I didn't say the offense is removed.
Yeah.
I didn't say your hurt is invalid.
Yeah.
The thing
I'm a forgiver, but I'm not gonna forget.
And then
I'm not.
And I'm gonna forgive, and I'm gonna let that be that. But that don't mean I can't. I might forgive somebody, and I'm gonna have to throw hands with them. I'm just saying. I choose forgiveness. Know why I got
chills right now.
I choose forgiveness. And even if you're not at a space where you can't, because there was a point in my life, if I'm being honest, I hated someone. Hated.
Yeah.
I did not forgive them. I didn't want to forgive them. Mm-hmm. But then I got to a different space.
Maybe I'm not in that space
and
yet.
But that time will come, and I just want to say this. That time will be coming. You have to give yourself grace in that. One thing about me, I am a huge forgiver. I will forgive you, but like I said, I'm not going to forget. And when I say I'm not going to forget, when you try to re-enter my life, I will begin to carry you different. You don't get the same love. You don't get the same things that I gave you before. So the thing is, like, I have people that have slighted me. I've had people that has done me wrong, and they made me cry. They hurt my feelings. They made me feel less than. But the thing is, okay, I had to forgive them, not for them, but for myself. And I know that saying, it sounds so cliche, but it did release me.
So let's say that sis has
wait a minute. Okay, hold on, sis.
I got you.
Right quick. So when I did, start to forgive them, it was opportunities that started opening up for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't care what they had going on, because like I said in the last connection, he prepares a table.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
So there's no reason for me to sit here and still, be holding on to the slight and to the grudge and to all that stuff. Because one thing I know about me, with my value being so great, you're going to always come back.
Can I say I'm not holding on?
Yeah.
And can I say that I don't forgive? And I know that we don't talk about God's grace and all that kind of stuff.
That's fine.
I don't forgive. I can say this, that no, I haven't forgot, and I don't forgive. Even I forgive for myself. That's why I am prospering right now. I'm gonna prosper. What do you mean when you say you forgive for yourself? Like, help me understand. So when y'all be saying forgiveness is for yourself and not for the other person,
right? I believe in that.
It
heavily
confuses me a little bit, because I don't forget. As you say, you don't have to forget, and you don't have to let them come back into your life, but do I actually forgive them? Because when they approach me, or when they say something to me, it takes me back.
Okay, so when I say forgiveness is for you, sis, that forgiveness, when you really forgive, and I'm gonna have to, like, I'm standing on this because it's freedom in this. When you forgive somebody, they can no longer have that hurt from you. I mean, people that have hurt, when I'm talking about trauma hurt, I ain't just talking about hurt my feelings, fighting me. I'm talking about trauma hurt. That level of forgiveness is so I'm no longer bound
to it.
That thing that they did to me can't control me.
And see, that's why I'm at right now, is if I'm ever faced with the adversity of them again, that I don't react. Because of that, I haven't forgiven.
But baby, that's forgiveness.
Yeah,
that's what
you gonna
does.
have to, you gotta let it go, sis. You gonna have to.
And it's okay.
And
It's hard,
and it is
to not
is
be
hard,
there is
yeah.
okay. Because I just shared with you, I was there. When I say I hated this person, I'm a woman of faith. I don't have to get deep into that. And I hated someone. Am I proud of that? No. But there was a space and time over a long period of time that I was delivered from that.
And I really am, y'all. I'm really trying to get delivered from it. But it's a difference between being lied on by a stranger or somebody who dislikes you. But it's a difference between being lied on by somebody who you have around you.
Listen, when you love somebody deep, that's a hurt. That's
it
a
hurt.
Inexplainable and unexcusable. But I'm gonna forgive you,
and then you
because
can't.
I want to be. I
do want to be whole, and I want to move forward. But I'm not gonna lie to y'all, and I'm not gonna lie to people that's watching us.
You better not.
That I am not in the space of forgiveness, and I know that that's supposed to free me. I'm not free from it. Yeah. I still feel we talked about reckless thoughts. I still have my reckless thoughts about it because the Daisha 5 years ago, Daisha 10 years ago, it would have been a wop. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a wop situation.
But what I love about the healing process is we don't get to put a time.
Yeah.
We
don't. But
we
can we also talk about
tomorrow.
the healing process? It has different stages, because sometimes in healing you'll think you done made 10 steps forward, but then you wake up one day and you 20 steps back, and that's okay. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a situation right now with somebody that keep testing me, but that's all right. I forgive you because you're going to need me at the end of the day. But the thing is, it's just like this person keeps doing things to me purposely.
Maliciously.
Intentionally. Right. But honestly, as hard as it is, I have to forgive this person. As hard as it is for me to do that, I have to do that.
I think that not to cut you off, sis, what hurts me the most is I would never do that.
But okay, I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad that you said that, because what I have learned in my process of healing, everybody is not like you. Just because you have a loving heart, just because you're giving, because you're kind and you're caring, yes, we expect people to be that way with us, but they're not gonna be, and that's the devastating part. And that's when you have to decipher who is it that you want in your circle. And that was what I had to do. Like I told y'all the other day, I don't talk to nobody. I don't. It's rare for me to pick up the phone for anybody else, because I'm monitoring my circle, because I need to know what do I need to have close to me and what doesn't need to be close to me, because if they're not giving me what I give them, then I can't have nothing. You also said in one of the connections that your definition of a friendship is your definition of a friendship, and I believe that. So if you're not being my friend the way I want you to be my friend, you cannot be my friend anymore. But it is no harm, no foul, but I love myself and I value myself enough to decipher between what's for me and what's not. And like I said, I have to reintroduce forgiveness in that, sis, because like I said, forgiveness don't be for the other person. And it sounds cliche and it sounds repetitive, but it is the truth.
And you say something, Daisha, and I love that we can always remind each other of what we say to support what we mean. We put unexpected expectations on people. You say that, man, all the time. Say it, and it's true. Listen, let me tell you something. All the ragamuffins in the world ain't gonna change me from being who I am. Yes, I'm dope. I'm the bomb. AF. I'm really that girl. And so, if you can't receive me in this form, you missed out.
And I be feeling like y'all didn't check my resume, because the resume says it all.
But sometimes you do have to lay your credentials out, because you have to remind people where you are in your life. But when you have to start reminding people too many times,
it's redundant.
It's giving leave.
Yeah, I'm bored at this time that I have to keep telling you about my accolades. I have to keep telling you about who I am as a person. I have to keep saying, I just don't like the fact that I have to defend myself.
But sis, if you're
defending myself aggravates me.
If you're surrounded by people that you feel like you have to defend yourself,
I don't need to be around.
Then you don't need to be around them.
And I'm not.
Yeah. So, you guys, y'all.
That was one. I mean,
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
And it was needed.
It was
needed.
necessary, and we operate in necessity.
Yes, we do.
I definitely love the dynamics with us within this connection. This was really deep because we all struggle with second chances.
Absolutely.
And what I want our viewers to understand, I know for me, when we have to film the hard connections, when we have to film healing, and we have to film insecurities, and now second chances, these are connections that we kind of have to sit with. Because we have to wait, we have to film, and then we have to wait for it to launch. So it's in our chest.
Yeah.
You know, so we just thank y'all for going through this, connection with us and for feeling these emotions with us.
Yeah.
This week we're gonna operate in what's the word?
Opportunity.
Yes, we're operating in opportunity. Whatever that means for you or whatever that looks like for you, sis, operate in opportunity. Yes. We want you to live at your highest capacity. We want you to, whatever second chances look like for you, we want you to operate in that cautiously. Mm-hmm. We want you to move in a reasonable manner in second chances. We want you to choose yourself. We want you to be inspired. We want you to take ownership, and we want you to be transparent in all of this. And sis, that's what's up, sis. What's up, sis? Did y'all like that connection? That was deep, wasn't it? We know y'all got into it.
Yes, you did.
All right, what's up, y'all?
I'm just trying to see if you're going to click.
Yes.
Subscribe.
And share.
Yeah.
And don't forget to join us on Wind Down Wednesday.
I
feel like this.
I love Wind Down.
I think this wind down is gonna be good. Now we've had some good wind downs, but this one
hits
different. It might hit a little
And
different.
y'all remember sis topics. Don't forget to email us at whatsupsis22@gmail.com, where if you want to just come to the table with something that you guys want to talk about, some adversities you're trying to defeat that you want us to bring to the table, please email us again at whatsupsis22@gmail.com.
Yes, and you can remain anonymous, sis. We ain't gonna tell your business and let it know that it was you, sis, because I'm finna email too. But But okay, you guys, make sure you guys are liking our videos. Make sure y'all are sharing. Let your cousin, auntie, sister, mama, the whole hood. Know. Make sure y'all joining us for Wind Down Wednesday. Subscribe. I said it. Subscribe and share, you guys. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys, y'all. We got one more connection before our season ends. Oh, but season 2 finna be lit. So thank you guys so much, and that's what's up.
That's what's up.